What do I need to do to be more alive and more in my life rather than less in my life, right? When we do the numbing and the checking out, not weaponizing against ourselves, but just really saying, how can I feel the fire? How can I turn towards it? How can I do something? We've all come here with a divine purpose, traveling on a stream of cosmic dust from the stars into our mother's wombs, born into this precious life. It is no accident that you are here, my love, on earth, in this moment, in this body. You are here longing to find your place, to align with your purpose, to embody your passions and to live into the dreams of your heart. Yet so often we get caught, suspended in the tangle of life, not able to move forward, not able to find solace and comfort in a world that has forgotten the truth of our existence. As we begin to remember, as we peel back the layers, as we come together to uncover our unique gifts and reconnect with our authentic selves, we are able to see another way of being, a new possibility, a different life waiting to be lived. I have experienced on this complicated and wild journey of life that when we connect with the story of our soul, it will show us the magic of this life that we have been missing. It will open a window into the very heart of who we truly are, of who we came here to be, and gives us answers to our ever-asking why. Hello, beautiful souls. Thanks for tuning in today and just being committed to this journey. And, times right now are incredibly wild. As I'm recording this, we are just a couple days on the other side of the Aries new moon. And it was fiery and intense. And yesterday morning, I sat at my kitchen table in tears, reading the news and just feeling into where we are as a species right now and our world. And so thinking to myself, where can I best support you? How can I support you? What are the words that I can say that give you a little hope to hold tightly to? And the thing that, as I'm in your ears, inspires you, comforts you, allows you to see something bigger, deeper, newer. And what's swirling for me is this idea of, rather than us searching to feel better, how can we be with this idea of being more alive? Because it is really challenging right now, right, to get to that place inside where we feel good all the time. It comes in spurts, right? Obviously, oh my gosh, when I'm with my kids or my animals or chatting with friends or doing work I love, making this podcast, right? Serving the women that I'm here to serve. There's a lot of joy in that. And yet, as we feel out into the world, it's also scary and uncertain. And a lot comes with that, right? We're feeling each other's pain. How can we not? There's so much going on. And we feel it in ourselves, in our bones. And so for me, what I lean into is the fact that what I am here to feel, right, is not good all the time. Yes, obviously the spiritual path, right? We hope to reach enlightenment, and then we do feel good all the time. A work in progress, a life of progress, right? And yet the place I land is like, how can I feel more alive? There is so much happening, and it is giving me opportunity every moment of every day to turn towards myself, to turn towards the things, to be a better person, to follow my path, to ask myself the hard questions. What relationships need deepening? What relationships need to go? What things in my life are part of this dismantling? And how am I being alive in it all? Because I can't ask to always feel good. There's just too much going on. but I can ask to feel alive. And this, right, is turning to everything. It's being willing to just stand in this Aries fire that is burning everything up and hold on tightly for the ride and do the things we can do our deep work, right? Get in there to our past lives. The ancestral clearing that is available at the moment for us is incredible. Get in there, get that stuff out, move it, help yourself, help your kids, right? Whatever, if you have kids now or in the future, or you're not going to have kids, you're helping other people's kids, right? The children of tomorrow, our grandchildren's grandchildren, as they talk about it in the Andean traditions. We are paving the way for them. This is not just about how we feel today. This is about what world are we leaving to the people that will come after us, right? We are the ancestor of the people that aren't even born yet. So if we are swirling in our own place, we can hold on to that. We can say we are part of something bigger for the unborn children, right? The people that we are leaving this planet to. What are we choosing to do? How alive are we willing to feel for something that we believe in? What this looks like for me is really doubling down on everything at the moment and really being committed to only being with the things in my life that matter. I don't have time for the things that don't. Really getting clear on what are my values, right? What do I value? Not just in myself, but in my family, in my relationships, in my work. And am I committed to that? Am I getting up every morning committed to that or something else? And right, no shame. We don't do that here. We don't judge each other. We don't shame each other. We just notice. We become aware of what we're doing or not doing. We become aware of what we're tolerating instead of moving forward, right? What we're choosing instead of what we want to choose, but what we're actually choosing, right? And we look at all of these places through the lens of witness and love and awareness, right? Because once we know better, then we get to do better. And so we are not here to weaponize anything against ourselves. We're here to do our work and keep moving one step at a time on this path together. I'm also making sure that I move every day. Huge for me that I get outside, that I'm with the trees. Doubling down on my meditation practice, right? Whether that's morning and nighttime, whether that's in the middle of the day, but I am making sure that I am coming back to it again and again and again. And there's a couple other podcasts that I've created about tips for meditation if you are interested in having some extra tools or ideas about how you can play with meditation during these times. Eating clean. This is huge, right? So easy to numb out on sugar and carbs. So easy to grab a glass of wine after work. It's a slippery slope in these times, right? And so really being committed to our health, drinking lots of clean water, getting good sleep, turn off Netflix before the next episode. Oh my gosh, I know, years ago when after I had my kids, I went through a phase of where I was watching Netflix. And it was such a great coping skill, right? I needed it. And then I didn't. And I am a person that I have not watched a lot of TV throughout my life. I grew up in times where TV was very different to it is now, right? We had one little TV with 3 channels in England. And then when we went to the Bahamas, we did not have very many more, but wow, I was impressed with the number of channels that were there. And so I've always had this relationship with TV where I don't really watch it a lot. I don't have a television for myself. I don't watch any shows. I long ago gave that up as something that I used to self-soothe. And wow, it's freeing. Read a book, listen to a podcast, meditate, journal, talk to your plants, talk to your animals, get outside. right? Get out of those repetitive patterns where you're escaping. And again, like I said, when I needed it, and I used it, and then I was out. And so what can you do in that place, right? Without a lot of judgment for yourself, but what can you choose differently? And I know some of you might be saying, Sarah, these are super basic things. I do them all the time. Great. Share that with others. Help others do it, right? Because we are in a time of really needing the basics to be in place in order for the deeper work to happen. So kudos to you all that are really in this, right? You're deep diving and you're like, yeah, I do all that stuff. So good job. And for those of you that are like, you know what? I'm kind of in a rut right now. Great. Make a different choice. The basics are the things that get us out. They get us to the place, right, where we have the calmer emotions and our nervous systems are more regulated. I have a great meditation on Insight Timer called Resetting Your Fight or Flight Response. It's really good for these times, right, when we are activated because of the world around us. Another super basic tool, cut down on caffeine. It jacks your nervous system. And then we get in this pattern of where we can't sleep at night. So then we're tired in the morning and we need more caffeine. And then, rinse, repeat. And we go around, and what we need in these times is really this coming home, this coming inside, this working with the body. And that's why I'm taking this podcast is going towards these really simple caring for the body. I start these podcasts with a theme and I never know where they're going to go. I don't take notes. I don't make an agenda of what I'm going to talk about. I just open the channel and then open my mouth and things start coming out. And they're divinely guided, the inspiration and the messages that come through. And I just trust that this is what you need to hear. And I show up for it. And so today it's the basics, right? Back to the basics. Because our bodies are our temples that our soul lives in for this lifetime. And when the body is nourished and nurtured, it can communicate to us what it needs. And we have the capacity to understand what it is telling us. When we're super dysregulated, then we can't hear what our body is asking us for. So we bring it back to these simple tools. And then we can see more, we can hear more, we become more aware of what is needed in the moment. Another great thing I love is sniffing lavender. I have a little bottle of essential oil and I carry it around with me. And if I feel like, oh wow, that's a lot, I'm going to sniff some lavender. It reprograms the limbic system and helps with that fight or flight as well. And I love lavender too, so that's helpful. There's some starting to poke out in my garden, and I'm so excited because fresh lavender is the best. So as we're taking care of ourselves and tending to ourselves, right, as things come up, how can you ask yourself, how can I be more alive in this moment, right? Rather than how can I feel better in the moment, the thing that changes that lens is saying, how can I be more alive? What do I need to do to be more alive and more in my life rather than less in my life, right? When we do the numbing and the checking out and the Netflix and the ice cream and the wine, whatever that thing is, again, not weaponizing against ourselves, but just really saying, how can I feel the fire? How can I turn towards it? How can I do something to be more alive in my life right now? And this, my loves, is the key, right? When we are willing to turn towards everything and willing to not turn away, it's life-changing. It really, truly is. You're saying to God, to the divine, to the earth, to all the beings that you're in, that you are a human being that is in to the end. You're not going to quit. You're committed. You're devoted. Brings all those things online and into alignment because of your willingness to actually be alive inside of a human body having a human experience. It's magic. So what are you willing to do today to be more alive? To live fully, to love fully, to feel fully, to be engaged fully in your life. It will change you. It will change you. I love you.